Okay, folks, another piece of material that I found dumped in a garden bed with heaps of other shit. And it's not shit because, hey, this could go to an op shop and fetch a fair amount, and yet people are fucking dumb and wasteful and full of money, not fucking sense, and they throw this shit in public places, littering as well, and it's just really stupid the way some people just have so much fucking money and so little common sense as to how to utilise it. They obviously get bored and they just want to throw it away and buy a new one. Oh yes, a bit of the old retail therapy, I suppose, maybe. Wear it once, wear it twice, then dispose it. Fuck. I wish I had that sort of fucking money, folks, and I'd be making a difference in this world. I'd be fucking giving money to the less fortunate, help others. The sky's the limit if you've got the fucking money, folks. Not fucking abusing it like this shit, fuckers. Anyway, enough of that. That's what we got. It is a fashion shirt of some descript made out of this animal print. But basically, this can't be cheap. And yet people treat it like that and they fucking throw it away. They've got more fucking money than fucking common sense and decency. And that's what they are. They're fucking dumb people who are money fuckers, and they're not smart, any special intellect, and yet they fucking have money. And where do they get the money from? How come a person like myself who's talented as an artist can't get anywhere with about money? And yet these fuckers just care nothing about. They just want to throw their shit away and they think it's okay to dispose of it. It's not good for the planet. It's not good for society. Really, I'm sick of these stupid, dumb people who've got so much money they can do what they fucking want. Honestly, I'm over these people, folks. I really fucking hate money people. And the photocopier industry is all about money. You know, you see this shit doesn't last very long. You know, I really want to redesign the photocopier from scratch. And one of the first things that's going to change is that these hardwares are going to last 60 years, not 5 years. They're going to last at least 60 years, not 5 years. And basically, they're going to be made out of recycled materials instead of fucking mined materials, you know, what they call virgin materials. We don't want virgin materials. We want recycled materials out of waste dumps around the world, especially places where electronic waste is commonly dumped, like in China and India, to name a couple of examples. You know, we really got to make the world a much better and cleaner place instead of wasting things. And this dress is obviously, they didn't care. But basically I want to redesign it and I want to make this hardware last. I want to use less plastic. And the actual chassis of the photocopier is going to be made out of titanium, and this titanium is going to basically not just be used for the chassis of the machinery. It's going to be a choice of panel material. Instead of plastic, it's going to be metal, aluminium, titanium, stainless steel, and even a ceramic material called Alon, which is basically what's referred to as transparent aluminium. And basically it's made out of aluminium, oxygen and nitrogen. That's the basically why it's called Alon. And it's really exciting. It would be a really exciting material to introduce into the external panels. And also we're still going to stick with conservative colour schemes. Like the colour schemes I'm thinking with aluminium will be like the iPod Mini for Apple, which Stephen Jobs, you know, when Stephen Jobs was still alive, and Apple had an imagination, and my imagination is these equipments are going to be anodized in bright colours like red, green, blue, yellow, and basically, yeah, it's going to be like really funky. But at the same time, you can still have the same creamy coloured powder coat finish for the more conservative customer. But basically, yeah, we've got to make a difference in this world, and also what really needs to change is the software, and you can get the software is going to basically be AI controlled, and basically the AI will remain, it will be a factory standard along with enlargements, reductions, features like double-sided copying and other basic features, and basically all the bells and whistles like the colour balance, I think, is going, and sharpness and all these colour features are going to be basically available as downloadable apps, like iTunes and Apple, iTunes of Apple and Google Play. And basically, yeah, the apps have got to be really cheap, and this equipment's got to be really totally customizable for the customer. We don't have everything built in, we don't have bloatware or any of that shit. We basically have the basic system, and then we can add bits to it as we go in the form of, as I said, in the form of apps that you can just download off the internet. And they're going to be they're going to be optimized for the AI environment. And yeah, so basically, yeah, we've got to think about how to make the world a better place through making true innovation, not this shit, not this plasticky crap. So yeah, we've got to and to think we can mine the e-waste dumps of the world, that would mean that places like China and India, for example, could end up with clean drinking water in places that previously didn't have it. And basically, they'll be able to have crops, and that would be such a great thing to be able to fucking get the planet back to the way it's supposed to be, folks. So yeah, we got to really make a difference here with this. With what we do, we got to be passionate about it. I love photocopiers, folks. That's me. My name is Daria Andre Huddy, and I have a great vision for the future of the photocopier and humanity, and I want to make the world a better place. So yeah, we have to do that, folks. Now we just put our final pieces for our I don't know whether I actually remembered to, yeah, I think I did remember to put the mirror image on. Sorry, folks. But we've got to think of the future, folks. We've got to think of what we're passionate about and apply it. Try to apply it, folks. You know, you use what your gifts you've been given, folks. And that's come up looking quite a treat. I think that's our 10 cents. Normally it's 2 cents for the day, but they say 10 cents. But I just noticed something. We can do some switcheroos. We can do a switcheroo. I just got to remember how I did these. My memory's not too good at the moment. I'm disabled. I can't do anything about the photocopier, but I'm looking forward to when they have technology and they've got AI is becoming increasingly popular. AI has become very powerful in recent times, and I'm hoping maybe they'll have AI brain implants to fix the damage that happened at birth when I had a cord around my neck and came out breech. But I'm not going to let my dreams die, folks. I'm not going to let my disability prevent me from going hard and far. I'm just trying to remember how to do this, folks, because I have major problems with my memory. My short-term memory and hippocampus are badly damaged at birth. So I'm trying to please just bear with me, but I'm not going to let my disabilities scuttle my future. I'm trying to get myself in touch with a lost partner on the 6 o'clock, through the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9. Trying to get this stuff to go to air on the 6 o'clock news so that I can make my future bright and help others in the long term, as well as get in touch with my partner and get married. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I do wonder if there's any more of these. I think we can go maybe one more. I don't know if I remember all this, but basically I'm trying to I have to get in touch with my partner, otherwise these dreams won't come true, because you've got to share a common goal in a relationship, and he's got the money and all that to help me out, to get me started, but I want to still be self-sufficient as an artist. And I want to go to air and become well known as an artist, so I can help fund this dream of building a photocopier and hopefully making the world a cleaner, greener and happier place. And that's come up looking quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.